Hi, I'm Jeff with Radical Honesty, and I'm on the theme of why pastors want to leave the ministry. Today I'm going to talk about family. Now, there's many topics I could talk when it comes to family. I'm going to talk about the difficulty of raising our children in the faith to be followers of Jesus Christ. Not just to be, people who check the box that that's their heritage, but people who really have an understanding of personal faith and sort of commitment to walk in Jesus Christ. Now, there are many reasons why we fail as pastors to do this. First, sometimes we don't have the time. Pastors we've got 24/7, we got to be at everyone's beck and calling, So the people we neglect is our own family because we think, God's going to take care of them. Secondly, we could be hypocritical. We could be caring to all these people. But when it comes to our own family, our wives, or, your woman, your husband, your children, you become really firm and hard, okay? Seen that oftentimes, giving to everybody. But when it comes to your own children, you sort of expect them to be like you, and you toe a really hard line on them. So they have really difficulty in following the faith because they see their parents, says, I don't want, I didn't get any benefit from the faith. Why should I be a Christian, Sometimes it's financial because oftentimes churches don't sort of, pay you enough, and there's a whole lot of hardship. Now, it's a really difficult thing, and I'm not going to, be in detail on what to do. But I texted a friend in the ministry recently who became the father of a baby, okay, less than 1 year old, and we were sort of messaging, and I said to him, okay, this is my insight, in raising kids. First, you got to be faithful in Jesus Christ. You can't be someone who takes what you do lightly. Second, you got to be authentic. Faithful, you got to be authentic. You can't be fake, okay? If you got problems, you got burdens, you have to that's who you are. And in some aspect, your children, even though you want to protect them, must know the reality of real faith, that it's not easy. Third, you have to be wise. What does that mean? I told my friend in the ministry, and I texted him on Tuesday, okay, 3 days ago. That means, you need to know when to guide, when to push, when to refrain, how to love, and when to give liberty. And I ended my message by saying you need to be wise because every child is different. People think that if I do A, B, and C, my children's going to be fine in Christ. You know what? What may work with one child does not work with another. And all these sort of themes of, guiding, pushing, loving, protecting, refraining, and giving liberty, they all exist, but they exist with each child, I believe, to different degrees. And this is what makes child rearing hard and what makes family hard. Our children are different, and we need to really think about how we are raising them, each one of them as individuals, so that they grow up in a soundness of faith and in a commitment to Jesus Christ. Now, your spouse is a different issue, okay? Oftentimes, we neglect them. I'll tell you one of the big difficulties in me, I've been married, going to be 45 years this December. There's a tendency to neglect your spouse, take them for granted. And that is something that all of us, be you in the ministry or not, be wealthy, be wherever you are, we have the tendency to neglect them and to take our spouses for granted. This is something that we as followers of Jesus Christ and we in the ministry must guard ourselves against. So I hope this helps you. It's not, in a sense, going to make raising our families in Jesus Christ in such a difficult environment today, on top of being in the ministry, easy. But I hope it gives you some pointers on how we can triumph, even in this aspect, in our walk in ministry in Jesus Christ.